Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Core 2021 set review with me, the Blind Eternity. And I will be covering every single card coming out in Coreset 2021, talking about its competitive viability, talking about its limited viability. Basically, if you can play it somewhere, I'm going to try to talk about it in some form or fashion. This video is going to focus on the lands, artifacts, colorless, all that extra good stuff. Let's just go ahead and jump right into it with Animal Sanctuary. This is a rare land that taps for a colorless. Pay 2, tap it, put a counter on target bird, cat, dog, goat, ox, or snake. Art on this is great. Big fan of it. It's a really cool EDH card for all of those tribes. And again, if there is any standard viability to this, it's because of a maybe birds, but cat or dog. But I think this is just relegated to casual appeal forever. You might play it again if you have a critical mass of those creature types in your limited deck, but probably not. Bloodfell Caves is and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these because these are just here purely for fixing, limited playable, not touching constructed. But I'm glad to see it. Second verse, same as the first. Chromatic Orrery. This is a big house. Big house. 7 mana legendary artifact that says you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color. This taps for not 1, not 2, not 3, not even 4, but 5 colorless mana. So basically it taps for 5 of any color combination. And then you can pay 5 and tap and draw a card for each color among permanents you control. This card is not good in almost anything, honestly. This is just such a win more card in Commander that, like, I would rather be ending the game or getting close to ending the game with 7 mana than play this. Unless there's some crazy combo deck that comes out of this card, there's no competitive viability for this at all for me. And this is a trap for limited, don't play it. Chrome Replicator, 5 mana 4/4 that enters the battlefield if you control 2 or more non-land, non-token permanents with the same name as one another. You create a 4/4 colorless construct artifact creature token. Okay, cool. So you play this, you have 2 creatures that have the same name. You get 2 4/4s for 5 mana. Build around me, limited playable, not constructed at all. It's a fixing land. Epitaph Golem, 5 mana 3/5. Pay 2 mana, put target card from your graveyard on the bottom of your library. Hey! Grinzo Dungeon Warden, anybody? Not playable anywhere else. I guess you can play it in limited if you want, because, I guess putting cards on the bottom of your library can kind of rebuy stuff, but not constructed. Fabled Passage, I'm glad to see they're printing that again. I was worried that this was just going to be one of those fetches that we don't see besides in Throne of Eldraine, and it's just going to be reliquated and get more expensive than it needs to be. So I'm glad to see it. It's obviously constructed playable because it's seen play in constructed right now. It's fine in limited. I don't really care for fetches like this in limited, but thins your deck. It's good. Forgotten Sentinel is a 4 mana 4/3 that enters the battlefield tapped. I wouldn't even play this in limited unless I need it for 4 power. That's it. It's a Jungle Hallow. Maze Mind Tome, 2 mana artifact. Put a page counter on it by tapping. and then you scry 1. Pay 2, tap, put a page counter on Maze Mind Tome, draw a card. When there are 4 or more page counters on Maze Mind Tome, exile it. If you do, you gain 4 life. I think it's playable in limited, and I don't know that it's constructed playable. Nah, it won't see play. Meteorite is a 5 mana artifact that enters the battlefield and deals 2 damage to any target. And then you can tap it for any 1 color of mana. It's great limited fixing. That's about it. Palladium Mirror. This one's interesting for me, man. I don't know. It just seems like it's so out of place in the set. But nonetheless, happy to see it. Palladium Mirror is 3 mana for a 2/2 that taps to add 2 mana. Played in limited. It might see play in constructed. I doubt it, but it might. Prismite is a 2 mana 2/1 that filters mana by paying 2 generic or 2 of anything to make 1 of anything else. I don't think this card's playable at all. Radiant Fountain is a land that comes into play, taps for colorless, and when it enters the battlefield also, you gain 2 life. It's definitely constructed playable. It's been played in the past. I think it'll be played again. And you play this in limited if your color restrictions in your deck aren't too heavy. It's a fixing land. It's a fixing land. Short Sword. 1 mana artifact equipment that gives a creature +1/+1 and equips for 1. It's playable. I wouldn't play too many in your limited deck. Not constructed playable at all. Silent Dart is 1 mana. Pay 4, tap, sack it. It deals 3 damage to target creature. It's fine. It's colorless removal and limited, so sure. Nowhere else though. Sky Scanner is a 3 mana 1/1 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. It's filler for limited. You won't play this in constructed. Solemn Simulacrum. 4 mana 2/2. Golem. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land. Put that card onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle your library. When it dies, you draw a card. This card, the fact that it's in standard is just awesome. Like, they're just giving us a lot of cool ramps stuff, man. And, like, I kind of just want to play this card all the time. It's very, very good. It's obviously like a commander staple till the end of time. So, like, the more of them that are in the market, the better. Spark Hunter Masticore. 3 mana, 3/4. As additional cost to cast it, you do have to discard a card. This has protection from planeswalkers, which is very cool. Pay a mana, it deals the damage to target planeswalker. Pay 3 mana, it gets indestructible. This is standard playable. Constructed playable, standard playable, for sure. And we'll see, you'll play it in limited because it's really good. It's a fixing land. It's a fixing land, but this is a temple. Temples are cool. I'd rather see something else at the rare cycle, but sure, why not? It's another temple. It's a temple. Hey, look at that. Another temple. And a temple. And a fixing land. Now we've got Tormod's Crypt, which is a cool card to see in standard. Like, arguably one of the stone, hey, graveyard shenanigans. Because it's a 0 mana artifact, so it's free. Tap, sack Tormod's Crypt, exile all cards from target player's graveyard. Coolio Badulio. It's a fixing land. And then we have the Big Daddy himself, Big Daddy Ugin. Ugin the Spirit Dragon is an 8 generic mana. I was going to say 7/7. He'd probably be a 7/7. But 7 experience. For +2. Ugin the Spirit Dragon deals 3 damage to any target. -X each permanent. Or exile each permanent with converted mana cost X or less. That's 1 or more colors. -10. You gain 7 life. Draw 7 cards. And then put up to 7 permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. This card will see standard play. This card is awesome and limited. You play this. You love it. You like it. You eat it. You do all the things. Ugin is awesome. The fact that there's going to be more of these in rotation is going to be great. Pick these up when they're at their low because, man, when this set cycles, they're going to go right back up. So, I love it. Give me more Ugin. It's a fixing land. And that is how we're going to wrap up this Core 21 set review for lands and artifacts. And for those live, this is the end of our full set review. Definitely some Ugin hype in the crowd here. Ugin be wild. Ugin is life. Ugin is love. So again, some definitely cool colorless hype. A lot of cool lands. Really glad to see Fabled Passage. Really glad to see Ugin. Really glad to see Solemn Simulacrum. This set overall just is kind of hitting on a whole different cylinder for me. I think it's kind of going to be the bar for what we should expect from core sets from here on out. So really excited about it. Tell me what you think in the comments, and have a great day. All right.